Hello and welcome to the Pedal Cycle Workshop here in Sheffield. Quick unboxing again. Sorry for the voice, I've got a bit of a cold, so it's even more gruff than it normally is. We have an Enve frame kit in the workshop. There's another video on that, but I just want to do a slightly closer look at the three components it comes with. I won't do separate videos on all three. It's a bit too long and drawn out, so I'll just put the titles for each of these in the description of the video. So this is the Enve Aero seat post. Enve do a bunch of seat posts. This is the Aero one. Very nice. It is two. This is the 400mm. 400mm, and it's the inline. So it's almost inline, I think. Apparently that clamp is good for round aluminium, carbon oval and oversized carbon oval like you get on the Bontrager seat post. Apparently it will do the lot. It clamps from above and below, so we'll see. It should be fine, I'm sure. Comes with titanium hardware, so no need to shave any weight off its high hardware. Minimum insert, I had a hard time finding this online beforehand, is 75mm, so 7.5 centimeters. You notice the new type of seat post because they have put the textured stuff on the back because they had some slipping issues. So that texturing is now there. So I'm hoping I don't have to do any weird stuff with some of the forums talk about gluing sandpaper on and doing other weird bits with the C-clamp to make these not slip in the Enve frames. It comes with the Di2 plug in the bottom, so I'll just pop it out. You'll love these one-handed filming struggles. So that's the plug. So Di2 battery holder. Comes with that because it is, as all these D-shaped priority seat posts, they're all slightly different. Nobody, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong here, but nobody makes an alternative to the Enve frames for that D-shaped, the Aero shape. It's quite a shallow D-shape compared to some. It looks similar to the Cervelo, but it's obviously not quite the same. I've asked around and done loads of searching and I can't find anybody doing one for the Enve frames, so the Enve frames have to run this seat post and this seat post only, albeit in a 25mm layback or a 0 layback, and then I think a 375, a 350 or a 400 length. And like I said, it's the 400 length. I'm going to chop a little bit off of this to save a bit of weight because I don't quite need all of it, but the 350 wasn't quite long enough. Let's get the weight on here. Make sure we're not touching anywhere. So this is coming in at 201, which I think, should have checked this before, is a little bit underneath what is stated, which is good. Right, that's that. Let's do the stem quickly. So this is the, again, just one that comes with the frame set. So this is the Aero stem. They do an integrated and a non-integrated version. This is the integrated. So it's the full integrated Aero stem. I've gone for 110mm length, and I think it only comes in the 7-degree rise and drop. It's going to be a drop because you can't run this one upside down. I'll throw my personal opinion out there. I don't really like this stem for a couple of reasons. One, you're about to see when I put it on the scales. The main one is just because, well, it looks a bit like a penis, let's be honest. It looks a bit kind of droopy. Yeah, it doesn't look bad when it's paired up with an Enve bar and an Enve bike, just because it all matches in terms of sort of the colorway and the graphics. I quite like that, but yeah, it's just a bit of a weird sort of bendy shaped stem. Looks like an aubergine. Come on. Tie hardware on there. We've got the matte finish on the bottom, the gloss finish on the top, which is nice. I do like that they supply. Get it out. So these are the headset spaces that come with the frame. So I don't believe when you get this stem by itself, not as part of a frame kit, that you'll get those spaces, but I could be wrong. It may well come with them as well. I like that you get the top cap. The top cap fits and integrates in there really nicely with the top of the stem. So that's kind of a proprietary part that finishes off. I like that. Let's check it on the scales. Woof. Right, 180 grams, and that is a fair bit more than stated as well. You can even feel it in your hand. Unfortunately, it's a heavy stem. Yes, it's full integrated. Yes, it's very nicely finished. It's very thick on the carbon. And even though it's got full tie hardware on it, all 6 of those bolts are titanium. There's, it's obviously, it probably rides very stiff, I would have thought, even for its shape, just because it's quite overbuilt. But yeah, at 180 grams, that is not light. Nice that it comes with all the gubbings as well. But we're not going to be running that, unfortunately, as pretty as it is. And then lastly, this is going to be a shambles of one-handed filming. Oh, here we go. I've taken this out of the packing already. This is the Enve Aero bar So I mentioned in the other video for the frame set that they do a few bars. They've got an all-road bar that has a different profile. They've got a classic bar, which I've had before actually in the past. That was a very nice bar. They've got the one-piece bar, 2 versions of that. If you like spending a hell of a lot of money on quite a heavy bar. Or they've got this one, which is the Aero bar. I'm guessing it's going to be the more popular one these days. All Enve bars have the sweep, so if I hold that out pretty flat, you can see the sweep out there. We are starting off at 37 on the inside of the hood, center to center. I've measured that, and that is true to measure. And then it goes out to 48, 42 mil. So I think it's a really nice amount of flare. I did wonder how they got around the Di2 plug. If you're running an old 11 speed and you need the Di2 plug, these bars have this lovely integrated bar plug, which actually works really nicely. So you wrap your bars and you're gonna peel this thing back, this mushroom back, wrap your bars and then flip it back over, and it gives a really nice finish to the bar. But if you're running a Di2 plug, then you're a bit stuffed. But as you can see there, it says cut, and there's one on the other side as well. So they're happy for you to cut the end of the bar off. Integration is really nice here. So we've got ports there, we've got ports here, really nice big ports. So they're gonna have to overbuild the carbon around those ports quite a bit, which is gonna add to the weight. The shape and the profile of this bar is lovely. Again, the look is lovely. Let's pop it on the scales. 274 grams, 274 grams, which again is a fair bit over what was stated by them. So all in all, the Enve stuff, it's renowned for being lightweight, and don't get me wrong, it is lightweight, but when you compare it to what you can get for the same or less money from weight weenie brands, it's actually comparatively quite heavy. If you're running it standard and stock, then it's nice stuff. It's really well finished. It's good kit. It looks gorgeous. Don't get me wrong about that at all. But the price to weights are just a little bit too spiky. Thanks for tuning in. That's another one from unboxing from the Pedal Workshop.